I want to talk to you about two ways of generating power. The first way is by what we commonly refer as muscling the ball, or basically recruiting all your body weight to throw it onto the ball. Picture a sumo wrestler pushing an object. The second way is by using speed, and more specifically applying Newton's second law. This law states that the force acting on an object is equal to its mass multiplied by its acceleration. Picture a bullet pushing an object out of the way. Both of these ways have to do with using weight. In the first example, you have to carry that weight the entire time to impose your power on an object. In our case, we would tighten up all our muscles to throw them onto the ball. The disadvantage of this is how slow that process would make our bodies move, and more importantly, how much we would be blocking the momentum that we can build by letting our energy flow using the kinetic chain. The second example also uses weight, but it is weight that gets generated as a result of the action of adding speed. Basically, we don't have to carry that weight. So how can we generate enough speed in our arm that will turn into some serious weight that can punch the ball? Well, by allowing the smallest muscles in your arm to contract fast, and by these I mean your hand muscles. Keep in mind that the speed of a muscle contraction is related to the size and location of the muscle. The hand has the smallest muscles and it is positioned the farthest from the body. However, the hand alone is not going to do the trick. We need to also recruit all the muscles in your shoulder and your elbow by relaxing the joints and allowing them to contract and carry the hand to the perfect point of contact where it can move the racket fast. Now, the arm alone, it's also not going to do the trick. We need to also recruit the rest of the body to bring the arm to a place where it can help us punch the ball. Now, recruiting the body means using the dominant side to add power and the non-dominant side to help you control the motion. You're going to find a more detailed explanation of dominant versus non-dominant side on the follow-through video. In our case of hitting a powerful forehand, my right dominant side will help me add power, and my left non-dominant side will help me add control to the stroke. This brings me to my last point about the need for control. One of the results of the speed that we're going to generate with our arm is the potential to lose balance and control. So just like in a car, we need brakes to make sure that we don't crash. This is where your core comes into play. In the lesson about using the core, I go more in detail about this concept. But just keep in mind that by tightening up the core muscles, you're going to be able to control your body when your arm starts generating a lot of power. Before I finish, I want to make sure that you keep these other two concepts in mind. 1, build speed in your arm by going from a slow backswing to a fast finish. 2, hitting the ball high over the net will give you depth, and depth will take away time and space from your opponent, which will result in your opponent potentially hitting a short ball that will allow you to mentally feel like you have the time and space to apply power on the ball. Have fun adding power to your forehand, and see you in the next video.